You want new design, new camera, bigger battery, pretty much everything that you ever wanted Samsung to do, and also in a smaller body? Well, that might all be happening in 2027 because it seems like Samsung might finally stop playing safe. And while Apple is splitting things up, Samsung is doing the complete opposite. More models, more choices, more aggressive strategy than ever before. The S27 series could be Samsung's most stacked Galaxy lineup in years. And the craziest thing is that for the first time ever, the Ultra model might not be the most famous model in the lineup. In case you don't know, back in April, we heard that Samsung is finally adding a definitive Pro model to the Galaxy S series that is basically a mini Ultra model, giving you all those Ultra features in a smaller body, kind of like what Apple has been doing with their Pro and the Pro Max. And now it seems like it's not just a rumor anymore. It's actually going to happen. Samsung has reportedly finalized the screen size of the S27 Pro, coming at around 6.4 inches. It's a bit bigger than the Galaxy S27, but still very small compared to the 6.9-inch display of the S27 Ultra. It actually sits at a very sweet spot, and considering Samsung is giving this phone the Ultra level hardware, this might actually be the most exciting model in this lineup. Not only that, this will be a special 6.4-inch display, getting the same privacy display. In fact, the second gen version of this privacy display feature even better than what we have on the S26 Ultra. And let's not forget, it's going to be cheaper than the Ultra as well. Now, speaking of the Ultra, Samsung is finally, and I mean finally, after 7 generations, they are trying to change the design, particularly the back look of the phone. Apparently, the look might be inspired from the design of the Galaxy S10 series, which is arguably Samsung's best lineup of the last 10 years in terms of the popularity and how the design looked. So seeing that coming back in modern times with even better and slimmer, lighter form factor, it's gonna look absolutely incredible. Samsung might only do this for the Ultra and the Pro model to further distinguish them from the S27 and S27 Plus. Again, this is not confirmed. We still haven't even seen any CAD info leak, so we have to wait for further confirmation, but seems like a big visual design change is finally coming. Samsung is also finally bringing a new camera hardware change, not aperture, not tweaking the software, like the actual camera hardware is changing on the S27 Ultra. So we're getting a new 200 megapixel sensor that is bigger in size and could also have variable aperture system like they had with the Galaxy S9 Plus. And again, for the first time, this main camera won't just be exclusive to the Ultra only. It will be present on the S27 Pro. According to the latest rumors, the only difference is going to be the zoom sensor. So Samsung is apparently working on a new 3.5x zoom for the S27 Pro, while the S27 Ultra will exclusively keep the 5x zoom. Again, rest of the camera setups, including the front camera, will be similar on both Pro and Ultra models. Now, we don't know what Samsung is planning for the S27 and the S27 Plus in terms of their camera upgrades, as we know that they've been using the same camera sensor for quite some time. They might also receive main camera upgrades, but as of now, Pro and the Ultra are looking pretty hot in the leaks. Now, Samsung is also finally breaking the pattern and giving us bigger battery on the S27 Ultra. And no, it's not going to be a 7,000 milliamp hour silicon carbon battery. It's going to be a small upgrade, but it's still going to be a meaningful upgrade nonetheless. It is reported that battery could be somewhere around 5,500 milliamp hours for the S27 Ultra and could be 5,000 something for the Galaxy S27 Pro. Again, these things are not confirmed yet, but very likely a battery upgrade is finally happening. One thing to note is that Samsung is considering dropping the 3x lens on the S27 Ultra in order to make the design lighter and also simplifying the camera setup, because let's be honest, the 3x lens remains to be the weakest and the most unused lens in my experience. I always utilize the 5x lens for all my telephoto shots because the difference between 3 to 5 is not too much, and Samsung is honestly wasting extra effort and hardware for pretty much nothing. So dropping that 3x lens while keeping the S Pen, making the phone lighter, is actually a pretty good decision. Now, what about the insides? Because chips are getting seriously powerful, but also seriously expensive. It seems like the S27 Ultra might actually be more expensive thanks to Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro chip, reportedly costing up to $300, which is up a few percentages compared to last year's generation. And considering how everything else is getting expensive, we're very likely going to see a price hike for the Ultra model. Samsung will also likely do that in order to create more space for their Pro model as well. So Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro will be coming to the Pro and the Ultra Galaxy S27 models, while the S27 and the S27 Plus is where Samsung can save the cost by going for the Exynos 2700. But Exynos 2700 could be a great decision for the regular S27 and the S27 Plus. The other way that Samsung is looking to do cost control is to rely on BOE for more of its OLED display needs, particularly for the regular S27 and the S27 Plus models. BOE panels are still pretty good. A lot of brands use them, so they're still a decent decision for the regular S27 and the S27 Plus. Now with the S27 series, we're going to see One UI 19 based on Android 17, and it's set to finally bring an extremely meaningful upgrade that Android just hasn't been able to do for the whole of its existence. Yes, for the first time ever, Android 17 will fix the core problem of social media optimization. This is already in the works where apps like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, they will be fully optimized for various different Android phones, utilizing your actual camera quality rather than giving you a low-res image, not only improving videos, but also improving photos, particularly using night mode and other software enhancements that your standard camera app does, so you get the best quality. So this is happening by default on Android 17. It's obviously going to be applied to the One UI 19. And since we know how closely Samsung works with Google, the S27 series might be the first one to have this fully clocked in terms of the social media optimization. Furthermore, One UI 19 may not be a massive visual upgrade. It might actually be a very small incremental upgrade, but it could provide very meaningful changes, just like the social media optimization. Again, we'll see what Samsung is cooking in the coming months. It's finally nice to see that Samsung is not copying Apple, but actually going super aggressive for 2027 with more models and more options than ever before. They should have gone for the Pro model instead of the S25 Edge back in 2025, and then they ended up canceling the S26 Edge. So I strongly believe that this Pro model is here to stay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.